they're scary. I would agree with that.
Yeah,
call.
For sure. Crabs do 2 damage early on with the green mail. Ooh, Power Glove in the first chest. The dynamic of this whole race just got changed. Let's see what they opt to do with this Power Glove.
Yeah, exactly. That gives you some options, assuming you find yourself like logically a lamp or a hammer or something. That gives you a lot of options you don't normally get this early.
Signpost to take out a guard is going to earn Andy 1 kill. And that's going to be a tree pull to see just hearts. Really not what you want to see on the tree.
No, probably the potentially least useful of the prizes, in all honesty.
Monoci85 jumps out to a tiny, tiny lead, being the first one to check some of these locations here. Getting banged up by the guards a little bit, but that's okay because the save and quit is in the future.
Yeah, just a couple of heart containers in here. I mean, I guess that's nice for your early survivability, but not really what you're looking for.
Man, if it's me, I'll take a heart container or 2 early on. 20 rupees, though, not so much. I mean, rupees count early on, for sure. They haven't found any bombs yet, so up to 50 rupees, we'll let them buy bombs, let them check a lot of locations at Kakariko. That is important. So that 20 rupees, who knows? Maybe could be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, we especially with the extra 300 rupee added to the overall pool, with the addition of the Waterfall of Wishing chests, money, it tends to be less of an issue now, but that's not always going to be the case.
Ooh, getting a bomb drop for both players now. That's a nice find. Andy, I'm pretty sure, did that same pull, the 1 kill, no hit, so
yeah.
Bit of a waster there.
Oh, Hoarder dropping blue rupees, but unfortunately dropping it directly into the Lumberjack sprite where he couldn't get at it.
I didn't catch the Lumberjack item, but second try from Andy shows it's just a big 20.
Yeah.
Off to the Lost Woods. Monoci bullying this pickle hiding there, going for another tree pull and a... Oh, here we go. Rupees. Give him. Oh, doesn't want him.
Nope. He wants that kill for the tree pull.
We'll see if Monoci can get up to 4 kills. That's what's required to get to the highest tier of tree pull. In the normal game, it's red rupees. You know, it goes green rupees, blue rupees, red rupees. So the higher you go, the better. But it's all randomized here, so it's not necessarily a better prize for getting up to these 4 kills.
Yeah, that's right. But it is useful, especially even if it doesn't wind up being red rupees or bombs. Even if it's something like magic, that's something that could wind up being useful to you later.
What's going to be useful to these players as they head to Lake Hylia, perhaps, is this blue mail, those crabs that we're going to do that really scary 2 damage. Now I think only do 1. Not sure how it gets changed there with blue mail.
I believe it's down to 1. Yeah, I believe that's right. But yeah, a few heart containers and blue mail. That's really, really nice for your early game survivability here.
Also lets you have to worry a little bit less about dodging. You can actually take a damage booster too. You can actually use your health as a tool to go faster.
Right. So there's a one nice use for the early Power Glove that Monochi's there just showed, which is that he picks up one of the gray rocks that was a 50-50 bomb chance, and I believe he got 1 out of it since he's at 2.
Rupee's not going to be too much of a concern here in Kakariko. Well, then again, I was going to say they've got all they need for Bottle Vendor and whatnot, but at this point, they're pushing up to that 500 mark for King Zora.
That's right. Should be pretty close between what you're likely to get in the well. You're definitely close enough that if you're concerned about it, you can hula hand room for the rest.
Oh, the ultimate sham there from the Bottle Vendor, trading the 100 for the 1.
Very shrewd businessman today.
Now they found this red boomerang. This is normally not a very impactful item at all, but they haven't found a sword or anything really other than bombs to fight with, so the boomerang actually can go a long way.
Right. Also gives you the opportunity to find out what the stun prize is and see if that's anything useful.
Slightly different Kakariko routes here. Monoci is going to be the first one to check out these well locations, finds the other boomerang.
The better boomerang.
In some cases, absolutely.
Yeah.
That red one's got some sparkles that cause it to lag, but it goes further. In some rooms where you want to, rebound it and hit switches in certain ways, it can help. There's really two very hotly contested ideas about which is the superior boomerang.
Yeah, all the important conversations about rando, which boomerang is better for the whole two times you use it a run, maybe. But that 50-50 bomb actually mattering a little bit here for Monochi's, because he only had to traverse north-south through the town once, while Andy has had to do that twice. Obviously very small and we're very early here, but he'll take any advantage you can get.
Yeah, absolutely. And because these players are so close and it's so early on, we actually get to see, visually see what that lead can look like as Andy's stream drops out. So he's going to warp over to the library. I think we're working on some stuff here, but
yeah,
Monocheese is when we get these guys synced up, we'll see what where they're really at and what the library has in store. Green rupee, it looked like. 50 rupees.
50, yeah.
What does the race game have? Just some bombs.
This is oddly reminiscent of my race last night, where Kakariko had absolutely nothing in it. You could have just completely skipped it.
It had some rupees, I guess, and you bought some bombs. So there's a little bit of something to show for it, but nothing like the power glove they found in Link's chest.
Yeah, exactly.
Andy put in that power glove to use by heading to these 3 chests in the back of Escape, whereas Monocheese is doing the more traditional follow-up of going to the dam in Mini Moldorm.
Yeah, going to the back of Escape is nice because it's 3 items here really quick together. But if there winds up being an item in the dark chest and you either get the lamp or you intend to sequence break it, knowing whether or not you have to go down there by going into the front part of Escape first will potentially save you some time.
So Andy did get a key there, could have gone through the door, but like you said, no lantern and no sword, not much to really fight with. Doesn't want to have to worry about doing those dark rooms.
Certainly don't blame him. Without a sword or at least the Cane of Samaria, doing anything in the dark is not fun.
So Monocheese is going to be the first one to head out to the Mini Moldorm Cave. Lots of locations here, and something's got to be somewhere. Power Glove counts for a lot, but it kind of needs to be comboed with other things before more areas really start to become available.
Yeah, exactly. Hammer would be really nice here, that it would essentially set you up for the Dark World along with the Moon Pearl. Lamp would get you the logical access to Death Mountain. A few other choices as well. Or
they could find the bow and a sword. That's nice. What else? Not done yet? All right, it's done now. But bow, very big. Eastern Palace, accessible without pretty much anything, but not finishable without the bow. So with that in hand, Eastern Palace becomes the very